The world had already made up its mind. As the team took the field, Twitter was on fire. "Football's villains back again," screamed one trending post. Memes spread like wildfire, painting players as thugs and fakes. News headlines around the globe pulled no punches. The most hated team returns, and fans brace for more shame. In the stands, boos rained down, fans waving banners emblazoned with insults and taunts. A camera panned across broken, bitter faces. No faith, no hope. But then, everything changed. It started as a flicker. A defender, once jeered mercilessly, throwing his body in front of a goal-bound shot. The midfield maestro, branded arrogant for years, orchestrating a move no one saw coming. The crowd's jeers morphed. First confusion, then awe. On social media, the tune shifted in real time. "Did you see that?" one post gasped. Videos of the match's fearless tackles, jaw-dropping saves, and a goal so audacious it silenced the hate. How did the most despised team in football flip the script in just 90 minutes? Here's the untold truth behind the world's greatest redemption act. Before this miracle match, this team was the embodiment of football's dark side. Their name alone triggered anger across continents. Let's not sugarcoat it. This was a team with a rap sheet a mile long. From brutal, borderline criminal tackles that ended rivals' careers, to shameless time-wasting and outrageous diving, they had weaponized every dark art in the game. Few could forget their infamous fall of shame in the last World Cup, when a calculated foul in stoppage time shattered a nation's dream, and their post-match grins became an international meme for arrogance. And then there were the off-pitch controversies. Whispers, no, shouts of corruption, backroom deals, refs bought or bullied. Viral videos dissected every questionable call. Their manager, once hailed as a tactical genius, was now labeled a puppet master, orchestrating chaos with a smirk. Official statements claimed, "We play with passion. We're misunderstood." But fans didn't buy it. Hate overwhelmed the comment sections. Chants of cheats and thugs echoed from Sydney to São Paulo. Sponsors considered pulling out. Even football purists, who usually root for underdogs, said enough was enough. The narrative was set. They were the enemy, the team you love to hate. They had no fans, until, shockingly, the world did something no one thought possible. But to believe the turnaround, you need to remember, this was football's most reviled badge. The night had an electric venom. As the team emerged from the tunnel, a wall of hatred hit them like a punch. The stadium thundered with jeers that drowned out their anthem, banners waving insults so vicious that TV cameras struggled to linger. "Losers, cheaters, get out," the chants only got louder. Under those glaring lights, even the toughest among them flinched. One player, head held low, could barely meet the gaze of the crowd. The goalkeeper's jaw clenched, eyes flicking nervously to the stands. Even his teammates could sense the heaviness. Backstage, the media shark-feeding frenzy was at its peak. Journalists pre-wrote scathing post-mortems, cameras honed in on every mistake, eager for a meltdown. In the dressing room, morale was in free fall. Some stared at blank walls in defeat. Others snapped at each other over simple drills, nerves shredded. The manager's pep talk, meant to inspire, was met with tired shrugs and hollow eyes. At home, fans switched off their TVs in protest, vowing never to watch again. Haters fueled the fire across all platforms. No one, not one soul, expected what would happen next. But as the referee's whistle cut through the noise, in that very instant, the greatest turnaround in World Cup history was set in motion. From the very first kick, it felt cruelly familiar. Within minutes, a sloppy back pass nearly gifted their bitter rivals a goal. Only a desperate lunge from the much-maligned captain saved disaster. But the jeers grew. When the referee flashed a controversial yellow card for a clumsy challenge, the crowd erupted in laughter and scorn. Tempers threatened to boil over. Players barked at each other. One slammed the ball down in frustration. It seemed the collapse everyone expected was unfolding in real time. But then, football happened. The so-called villain, A player whose theatrics once sparked global ridicule suddenly morphed into a warrior. Brushing off old habits, he tracked back 40 yards to execute the cleanest, bravest tackle of the tournament, rescuing the team once again. Pundits and fans, stunned, shared the clip with disbelief. That's not him, is it? Slowly, the tone began to shift. The team, shaken but fueled by a fresh resolve, started stringing together passes with purpose. The crowd sensed it. Something was off script. Then, chaos. An attack fizzled, but a stop-start decision sent everyone to VAR. Tension at fever pitch. The call went their way. A rare gift of luck. Set piece. All eyes on the big man pegged as a thug. He rose, improbable, and smashed home the opening goal with a header for the ages. Silence, then stunned applause. The coach, once mocked for cowardice, risked everything and switched the formation. Unleashing his fastest wingers, they ran riot, pinning their rivals back. The boos faltered, replaced with nervous silence, then gradually, from the terraces, applause. As the clock ticked down, their keeper, long a meme for blunders, flung himself full stretch, denying a would-be equalizer. The world was watching, jaws dropping, hashtags trending, from zeros to icons. Rivals choked back disbelief. Teammates embraced in tears on the pitch. The coach fell to his knees, overcome. By the final whistle, a strange new atmosphere now ruled. Awe. Yet behind all this, a question pulsed beneath the euphoria. Did football really just witness redemption, or had the world been played by the greatest PR act ever seen? When the dust settled, the world wasn't just talking. They were eating their own words. Rival fans, who once spewed hatred, now flooded social feeds with apologies, their hot takes morphing into reluctant respect. Viral compilations appeared overnight. From villains to victors, the international press pulled a full 18. Newspapers that ran scathing front pages just hours earlier now plastered their covers with awestruck superlatives and freeze frames of unity, resilience, raw emotion. Suddenly, commentators asked, were we all wrong about them? But beneath the praise, a new debate simmered. Is this adoration genuine, or just the world's shortest honeymoon? Cynics pointed to the cameras. Isn't this what they want us to believe? Some critics called it manipulation, a public relations lightning strike, masterfully engineered. Rival teams weighed in. Some grudgingly praised the display. Others murmured about luck and favoritism. FIFA released platitudes about the true spirit of the game, careful to bask in the glow but keep controversy at arm's length. Backstage, the team's interviews blurred the line between tears of relief and disbelief. We felt the world's hate, and tonight, the world hugged us, said the captain, voice trembling. But the question lingers everywhere. Is this just a fleeting fairy tale, or can football's darkest heroes stay in the light? Love today, gone tomorrow? Only time and the next match will reveal the truth. What the world saw was dramatic, but inside those closed doors, the real story exploded. As the final whistle echoed in their ears, players who'd barely spoken in months fell into each other's arms, breaking years of bitter rivalry. There were tears, not just of relief, but of regret, for mistakes, for grudges held too long. One veteran, a lightning rod for hate, quietly packed away a letter from his young son. Prove them wrong, Dad. The captain, once accused of arrogance, stunned the room by admitting, I almost gave up on us. We became the team everyone hated, and I wore that shame too. A former enemy from within the squad offered a handshake. This time, it was embraced, not ignored. Coaches, long strained by infighting, sat speechless as the team for the first time sang their anthem together, off camera, off script. Here's what you still don't know about that day. The miracle wasn't just on the pitch, it was in the courage to forgive and start over. Now the world is split. Some fans, mesmerized by the team's courage, hail them as football's ultimate redemption story. They've changed forever. Others snarl, don't be fooled. Just wait, they'll go back to their old tricks when no one's watching. Social feeds are a fever pitch of hype and suspicion. Gossip swirling about a mysterious new era behind the scenes. Is this a real transformation or an Oscar-worthy act delivered under pressure? The official narrative beams about hope reborn, while cynical voices online refuse to forget the past. So, let's settle it right here. Do you believe it? Can football's most hated ever become legends? Or will history repeat itself the next time the stakes are high? Drop your hottest takes in the comments below. This debate is just getting started. One game flipped the script. Heroes from villains. History rewritten in a single, unforgettable night. Was it a true redemption, or just another twist in football's eternal drama? This sport thrives on outrage, redemption, and the pure adrenaline of unexpected upsets. So, were you cheering, or still fuming? Did this 90-minute roller coaster change your view forever? Like, share, and tell us below. Is football about second chances, or never forgiving? And trust us, wait until you see who's next. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next shocker.